Watch that suitcase, David. If it's left unattended, it'll probably be taken away and exploded by the Federal.
Well, it looks as though it already has been. It's moments like this when I just wish we had matching luggage.
We can't afford matching luggage and an expensive holiday.
It wouldn't be so bad if we had a few labels on the cases. Dubrovnik.
You what?
Nairobi. Sri Lanka.
We haven't even been there.
He'll know that, won't he, when he looks at the passports? What's he going to think? I just wish I'd travelled more.
You've been to Malaya.
That was national service, Amy. I had a gun in my hand. Most of the time.
Well, don't worry about it. Just keep your finger on that flask, unless you want the whole world to catch a glimpse of those pyjamas.
I wonder if anybody speaks English.
Of course somebody speaks English.
Well, I haven't heard an English voice since we left the bus.
There must be some English people about. To say you can always pick an Englishman out.
How?
By his baggy trousers.
Buenos dias.
No. Passporte, signor.
Passporte, signor.
Il viscati, please.
More forms. Got a pen? A pen?
I'll do it, David.
Your first time abroad, signor.
No. New passport. Fill the other one up. Big of the world. Sri Lanka last year.
Pardon?
Sri Lanka. Never mind.
Would you wait over there, un momento? Someone will come for your luggage.
No, that's all right. I can carry it.
Please, wait.
Everybody seems to be staring at us.
What is that case? Probably think we're Basque secretary.
Because we're English. There's probably been another run on the pound.
Now look at that woman coming down the stairs over there. Typically French.
She's German.
She's French. Bonjour.
Ah, you're English. I thought
Did you?
so. My name's Linda Cochran.
David Pearce. This is my wife.
Amy Pearce.
Hello. So glad to meet somebody from England. My husband's been in the slough of despond ever since he arrived. He can't find anyone to talk to. I do hope you'll join us for a drink later.
Oh, yes. We look forward to that. Thank you.
Signor?
Is that your case?
What? No, that's not my case.
David, of course that's your case.
Oh, that one. Yes, that is my case. I will take that.
See you later then.
Yes.
Oh, cheer up, David. We're on holiday.
Cheer up. Is that all you can say after my underwear has just been strewn all over the hotel foyer? I can never show my face ever again. Well, we should just have to have all our meals in our room and go for walks at midnight.
It could have happened to anybody.
It happened to me, Amy. And I don't know what that Linda must have thought.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about her. Come here, David. Now, smell that. Do you know what that is? That's bougainvillea and sweet honeysuckle. And listen, do you hear that? Those are the cicadas. Thousands of little grasshoppers rubbing their back legs together just for you, David. And we've got a balcony and a view of the sea. Not just any old sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Oh, it's just as we imagined it, David.
Oh, you're quite right, love. So my suitcase fell open. It could have happened to anybody. I'm not going to let that spoil our holiday.
That's the spirit. Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
I forgot to pack your shoes.
What? You've done what? You mean I've got to get through the holiday with one pair of shoes? But they've got holes in. What will people say? They'll think I've walked here.
Just keep your feet firmly planted on the ground.
Suppose it rains.
Oh, the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
Not with my lot, Julie Andrews.
Now, David, you're tired. You've had a long journey. Things will look better in the morning. Look, why don't we have something sent up? After all, this is supposed to be our second honeymoon, and you know the effect hotel bedrooms have on me.
What?
Do you remember our first night? I was so nervous.
Well, I don't know why. We'd had enough rehearsals.
Oh.
Hey, listen. down there and I'm going to get a slice. I want to see it, touch it, taste it. I'll get the sangria. You hurry up with that unpacking, Amy.
No, que no. ¿Por qué? Porque me llaman a mí por aquí, por ahí.
Hello. Linda.
Hello, David. Where's your wife?
Oh, unpacking. Neat little creature. Where's your husband?
Oh, Robert, he's in the bar, trying to recreate Bournemouth.
Perhaps you'd care to join me in a glass of sangria?
I'd love to, David. It's rather nice, isn't it?
Oh, I never drink anything else. When I'm in Spain. Sangria dos, por favor.
Sangría, pero.
Oh, this music is very good.
Is it?
Oh, yes. Genuine flamenco. The real Spain, full of passion, the scent of
The
flowers,
orange blossoms,
white walled gardens, the
fountains.
trailing
Oh,
vines.
Yes. Did you come here last year?
Sorry?
To Spain?
No, not last year.
We went to Italy, Amalfi.
Amalfi.
You mean that?
Amalfi. Not recently.
Well, where have you been recently?
Malaya?
Oh, exciting.
Yes, it was, darling.
Oh, I can see you're a real traveler.
Señora.
Oh, gracias.
No.
I must say it's nice to meet someone who really knows the country. Robert's so insular. He hates holidays. A workaholic, I'm afraid. His doctor ordered him to rest.
Well, same with me, working under pressure. I have been under considerable strain.
Yes, you look as if you've been under considerable strain. It shows in your face.
Oh, that's very sensitive of you, Linda.
I'm a sensitive person.
I thought so. I was thinking of taking a look at the gardens later on.
Having trouble, Linda?
No, Robert. This is David.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were German. Welcome to Stalag Luft 7.
Oh, don't you like the hotel?
Too many krauts? Still, it's not as bad as the place you went to last year.
Amalfi.
Was it? There, the food was appalling. Here, it is merely foul. Were you in for dinner?
No, we've...
lucky man. We had the paella. I don't know how they had the nerve to serve it. I wouldn't mind, but I'm here for my health. Doctor's orders. You must be mad. You need to be fit for a holiday like this. Well, if the food doesn't get you, the heat will.
As you can see, Robert doesn't really like holidays.
All I can say, David. That's right. Grit your teeth and hang on. Only 2 more weeks to go.
David was suggesting a walk around the garden.
Just to get to know the place.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
You wouldn't?
There's a rabid dog out there.
It isn't rabid.
Foaming at the mouth, Linda. 1 nip from that, it'd be 2 weeks in bed and a course of injections.
Isn't that the Paso Doble?
Is it? My God, this will bring the Dagos out of the woodwork. They'll be capering around like mad. I'm going back to the bar.
Robert, do you mind if I dance with your wife?
Well, I'm not going to dance with her. Yarra!
Oh, yarra! Thank you. Oh, hurry up, Amy. I want to get a table by the pool with Miss Linda.
Can't we relax for a moment, David? I haven't got over breakfast yet. I've never fought so hard for food in my life.
Yeah, so of course Linda always has her breakfast in her room. It is extra, but Linda says it's worth it. Linda says it's very tranquil. Breakfast on the balcony, looking out to sea, watching those little fishing boats pitting their puny strength against the waves. Linda says that she never gets tired of looking at the sea. You know, Linda said that if...
That's 5, David.
5? What?
5 times you've mentioned that woman's name.
That woman? Do you mean Linda?
6. I should like to point out that it's not very flattering. This is supposed to be our second honeymoon. There was even light-hearted talk of carrying me across the threshold.
Oh, what, with my knee?
It didn't seem to worry you much when you were doing the Paso Doble.
Now, it clicked a couple of times, Amy.
More than I have.
You what?
How do you think I felt coming down to find that woman hanging round your neck like a vampire?
Well, I was simply being friendly. I mean, after all, we English should stick together.
How close do you intend to stick, David?
Now, Amy, must you be so jealous?
Oh, who said I was jealous? I'm not jealous, not of a vampire. I've never been jealous in my life.
Well, that's all right, then.
Right, what's this number on your cigarette packet?
What number?
127, what's that?
I don't know.
David, you don't write a number on a cigarette packet without any reason. Now, what's it for?
Well, I can't think. 127. Well, I wonder what it's for. It's very strange. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I shan't rest until I find out. Yes. C.
Good morning.
Oh. Good morning, Linda. Did you sleep well?
Oh, don't ask, David. When I got up to my room last night, I could have died. I switched on the light, and I saw something small and dark scuttle under the bed.
It wasn't that little wine waiter, was it?
I'm terrified. Of course, Robert was still in the bar. Hardly slept a wink. I must look old as the hills, David.
Oh, nonsense. She looks fresh as a daisy. Doesn't she, Amy? Amy.
Oh, I think we'd better get down there before those Germans take all the sun loungers. Oh, and Linda, if it happens again, don't stay there all by yourself. Give us a ring and we'll come down.
That's very nice of you.
Not at all. After all, we English should stick together, shouldn't we, David? Our number's 230. What's yours?
Oh, 127.
Go on, go on. And when she opened it, it was a frozen chicken.
Where's Robert?
Oh, he's having an early round.
Early round? I don't know how he does it. I thought he'd had enough last night.
Linda is referring to a round of golf.
Oh, sorry.
I often wish I'd taken it up.
You?
Yes.
You always said golf was snobbish.
No, I didn't. It's just that tennis has always been my game.
Tennis? Now, this is terribly exciting, David.
Oh.
I've been dying to play tennis ever since I arrived. I just can't find anyone to play with.
Well, look no further, Linda.
But you don't play tennis anymore. You haven't played since your strings went.
No, but I'm seriously thinking of taking it up again.
Well, I don't know why. You're too old for Wimbledon. Besides, I thought we were going to see the country. Now, we can't do that if you're going to play tennis.
Now, don't worry, love, don't worry. We'll see the country.
Oh, of course, you must come with us. We've hired a car.
Oh, that's smashing.
Yes, one doesn't want to sit sunbathing all day, does one?
No, I suppose one doesn't.
We visited Pompeii last year. That was terribly fascinating.
Oh, yes, I can imagine it was.
All those bodies covered in volcanic lava. Apparently one couple were actually making love when it happened.
Oh, you mean they were actually...
They must have been lost in ecstasy, not caring if the world ended. And when it did, they were locked together in an immortal embrace for over 2,000 years.
Oh, now, Linda, that really is very moving.
Moving's the word. They wouldn't have caught you hanging around, not with a volcano erupting. First puff of smoke and you'd be on with your braces.
Amy, what are you doing with that camera?
I'm going to take a picture, David. I'm going to start recording everything that happens on our holiday, all the interesting people we meet. Do you mind if I take your picture, Linda?
Mine? Oh, of course you can, Amy. Although I don't know why everyone always wants to take my photograph. Where would you like me?
Why not silhouetted against the fountain? Or better still, why not sitting on the wall?
Amy, perhaps I'd better take that.
No, the last time you used this camera, you took a picture of your left ear. Back a bit, I think, Linda.
I'm right on the edge, Amy. If I go any further back, I'll be in the water.
That's right. Oh, that's lovely. Now, let me see if I've got my light right.
Oh, Linda, what? Oh, Linda, What can I say?
If people are going to push other people into the water, they should make quite sure those people aren't wearing expensive watches.
Oh, but Linda, it was an accident.
Accident? I'm not so sure. There was a wild gleam in her eye. In fact, she's been acting strangely ever since she arrived.
Yes, it's heat stroke.
Heat stroke? She's only been here a day, David.
Yes, but it doesn't take very long for the heat to get through to Amy. She's very susceptible to the solar rays. It makes her unpredictable. She'll be all right, though, once I get her a hat.
I get her a sombrero, then perhaps we'll all be safe. She's not jealous, is she?
Jealous? Oh, good heavens, no. What's she got to be jealous about? Oh, hello, Robert. Just got wet and just drying off.
Do you know how much this cost?
No.
600 pesetas. That's what that cost in the bar. I could have had 3 for that in Bournemouth. I'd watch that crowd down there if I were you, Peter.
It's David.
Is he? Well?
Oh, this is David.
Oh. Even then I had a job to get served. The place was full of Germans. Well, of course, they got a prodigious thirst, the Germans. All that exercise, all that bouncing up and down on the beach every morning. Strength through joy. I told one of them. I said, Hans, the only thing I am going to exercise on this holiday is the old elbow. Of course, he didn't understand a word I was saying. You're wet.
Yes, I've been in the water, Robert.
Yes, well, I'd better get back and check on Amy's heat exhaustion.
Heat exhaustion? What did I tell you? If the food doesn't get you, the heat will. Will I see you in the bar later, Peter?
David.
Bring him along as well. We English have got to stick together.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Mary.
Amy, Linda, I really must apologise. I didn't mean to bump into you. When you came out of that fountain looking like a drowned rat, I felt so ashamed.
A drowned rat?
David is so angry, and I don't want to do anything to set him back.
Well, has there been something wrong?
He's not been well, I'm afraid.
He looks perfectly fit to me.
Oh, you should see him back in England in November when he's walking with a stick. Yes, that's why we came here, because of the arthritis.
Arthritis?
In the knee and the back. But the sun does him an awful lot of good. Really hoping we might have a trouble-free winter this year. It'll be so good for the children. David adores the children. He's a real family man. He likes nothing better than playing with the children. Of course, he hasn't been able to do much of that lately, not with the arthritis. He just totters down the garden and watches them, and they help him out into the sun when it's a fine day.
I didn't realise there'd been anything wrong.
Well, appearances can be so deceptive, can't they? Actually, before we decided to come here, we were thinking of going to Lourdes.
Lourdes?
Yes. So, you see, the idea of tennis is really out of the question, isn't it?
Oh, I thought that meal was superb. Did you enjoy it, David?
Oh, yes. What about you, love? Robert?
I'll let you know later. Hasn't hit the vital parts yet. What are those rubbery bits?
Squid.
Good Lord.
Just smell that honeysuckle. Oh, listen to the guitar. It's so romantic. It's so exotic here, isn't it, David?
Oh, yes, very.
I saw our milkman this morning.
What, here?
Yes, I saw him bobbing up and down in the water, just his head.
Are you sure?
Well, he hadn't got his milk float, but I recognised him. We waved to each other.
Well, I shouldn't think our milkman could afford this hotel, Amy.
Neither can we.
But surely Malaya must have been much more expensive, Amy?
Malaya?
Oh, David was telling me about your holiday in Malaya. That must have cost a great deal.
Oh, no, David did it rather cheaply, as a matter of fact.
Really? I must say I think you were plucky to go with your susceptibility to the heat.
What?
Yes. You ought to watch that, Amy. It took me a week before I could manage to walk to the post office.
Oh, but this is nothing after Malaya. The heat, the smells, the sweat.
Sounds dreadful.
Yes, it was. But I think it brought us closer together. And there were those incredible sunsets. Do you remember those nights under the mosquito netting, darling? Oh, nothing could deter us. Not even the threat of malaria.
Do any, shooting?
Did he do any shooting? You never had a rifle out of your hand, did you, David?
Possible, David, considering your disability.
Disability?
The arthritis. Amy was telling me about the stick.
What stick?
My, is that the time? Doesn't it fly when you're having fun?
Amy? Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry.
Funny chap. Do you know he's got a hole in his shoe?
Amy, how could you have left me like that? Leaving me to climb the stairs unassisted. And I haven't even got my walking frame with me.
Do you like my hat?
No. Now, what was the idea, making out that I was some kind of decrepit old invalid?
And what about Malaya? Why do you have to keep trying to impress her, David? She'll make a fool of you.
Aren't you forgetting something? I've been made a fool of already. You know what brought us here. My redundancy money.
But that's nothing to be ashamed of, David. There are 3 million unemployed.
That doesn't mean that I have to be one of them. I worked for 20 years with that firm on a low salary because it was a safe job with prospects. Prospects? I worked hard, I saved. I never went abroad. The kids went abroad. Oh, yes. They went to Italy, Germany, France, and I find them in their bedrooms smoking gouloirs and talking about Montmartre. I couldn't even afford a day trip to Boulogne.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to tell you something now. Yesterday, when we flew over the bay into Malaga, and I looked down, and I saw the blue Mediterranean and those white-walled houses, I could have cried.
Oh, David, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you felt like that. I just thought you were trying to impress her.
What if I was? Getting to know an attractive woman is about the only adventure that's left to me.
Well, get to know me.
I know you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get drunk.
David.
Yes?
David, you're absolutely right. I shouldn't have said those things about your knee. It's a lovely knee. Probably last you for years yet. I just wanted us to be together, that's all. And I won't be jealous ever again, I promise. Here's to us, David.
Cheers.
Whose is this glass?
You are?
I know you were going to get drunk, but you don't need 2 glasses,
well,
David.
David, have you got my drink? Oh.
Linda, is this yours?
Oh, that's all right. I'll get another from the bar.
What were you 2 doing out here?
It was just very warm in there. We just wanted to cool off.
What a good idea. Why don't you do that, David? there, David?
Not yet.
You're not flicking your ash on those people below, are you?
No.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at the sea.
Haven't you seen enough of it?
Well, I never get tired of looking at the sea.
Well, it's only water, David.
How can you say that? It's like a mirror out there. No white horses tonight, Amy.
No white horses? You usually say waves.
What's the matter? Did you enjoy this evening?
Oh, wasn't it a lovely evening? I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, it was a perfect evening in almost every respect. Of course, there was the atmosphere, but apart from that...
What atmosphere?
Oh, it was nothing, David. I shouldn't have mentioned the atmosphere. Why spoil the evening?
Was there an atmosphere?
Didn't you notice how silent Robert became?
Oh, yes, but I just thought it was a comfortable silence.
How do you know that?
How do I know about what?
Well, you've only known him for a few days. How do you know whether his silence was comfortable or uncomfortable?
Yes, well, you know Robert. I mean, he puts words together like somebody threading beads.
Well, he didn't thread many beads tonight, did he? I think he was brooding.
Why was he brooding?
No idea. Why do you keep touching her all the time?
Oh.
Linda.
Well, I don't.
It was very noticeable. You're becoming quite a toucher these days. Your eyesight isn't failing, is it?
Nothing wrong with my eyesight.
Are you sure? You kept running your hands over her like blind Pew.
That was so ridiculous.
Well, Robert noticed. I think he could turn quite ugly if he was cross.
Oh, Robert. Do you think so?
The way he kept opening and closing those big hands, I think he could become very jealous. And the trouble is, she flirts with everybody.
No, she doesn't.
I think she's a nymphomaniac.
What are you talking about? She's nothing of the sort.
How do you know? Just because you haven't met one doesn't mean to say they don't exist. They're rare, like the white rhino. Poor Robert, what he's got to put up with. And I think he'd do anything to keep the woman he loves. Even murder.
Murder?
Do you love me, David?
Well, of course I do.
No, there's no of course about it. How much?
How much? Well, you can't measure love, though.
You certainly can't measure yours, David.
Well, I love you, desperately.
Yes, that's what I thought.
In every way.
Would you die for me?
Is that necessary?
I mean, suppose there were 6-foot waves out there and I was in the middle of them being tossed about like a cork, screaming, David, David, save me. What would you do?
How high did you say the waves were?
How high? 6 foot. Would you dive in and save me?
Well, wait a minute, Amy. I'm not a very strong swimmer these days.
You're not a very strong swimmer. I'm drowning and you're hesitating. Now, what would you do?
Oh, I'd form a chain.
You'd what?
Yeah, I'd line up all the holidaymakers, form a chain, and then move steadily out into the water.
So that's it. I'm drowning and you'd organise a chain. Well, I suppose it's one way to meet people.
Well, it doesn't mean I don't love you, love. I just believe in keeping a clear head. Oh, above water. Clear head above water.
You certainly do, chain maker. Hey, suppose I drowned. Would you be grief-stricken?
Oh, of course I would, love. I'd be absolutely grief-stricken.
Would you be very upset at the funeral?
Oh, terribly upset.
Would you weep?
I suppose so.
Would you throw yourself on the coffin with great racking sobs and scratch at the lid and groan, too late, too late?
Well, I don't know about that.
Would you marry again?
Marry again? Well, I don't know. Well, of course, there'd be the children to consider.
Oh, yes, of course, there would be the children. Would you wait 6 months?
Oh, I wouldn't marry as quickly as that. It would be indecent.
What about a year?
What?
No, don't answer that, David. I think I'll settle for 6 months.
Look, do we have to have this morbid conversation? I mean, we're on holiday. Do we have to talk about death all the time? Hey, we're going to the ta-da, the bullfight tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad you're looking forward to it because I'm not. Why did you say we'd go with them?
Well, I don't know. Well, it was just that Linda wants, and Robert wants to go with somebody who knows the ropes.
Well, you don't know the ropes. You'll probably be sick.
We should stop talking like that, you know. People would think we've never been anywhere.
Oh, we haven't.
Yes, well, they think we've been to a bullfight.
Now, how could we have been to a bullfight? We haven't even been to Spain before, and they certainly don't have them in Northampton. How did they get that impression?
Well, I don't know. Well, I just happened to be discussing the finer points, and they seemed to assume it.
Did they, really?
Yes, it was there. I think I'll clean my teeth.
David?
Yes.
Oh, nothing. David, if I was in this field and this bull was charging towards me and I was shouting for help...
Oh, no, not again.
drinking?
Oh, a pittance.
Oh, good. Just what I need.
Do you have to do that?
I have to make myself beautiful for tomorrow, Robert.
Never mind tomorrow. What about tonight?
Why, is someone coming?
No, I don't think so. Well, not at this time. I'm talking about me, Linda. I'm here.
Well, yes, of course you're here, Robert. I can see that. And I'm doing this for you. Don't you want your wife to look beautiful?
Well, yes.
Look at the trouble I'm going to. Olive oil, lemon, cucumber, nothing synthetic. All God's gifts, just for you. And don't forget we're going to the bullfight tomorrow. I must look my best. Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful if the matador dedicated his bull to me?
No, it wouldn't. We'd never get it home, Linda. And if we did, it'd be too big for the deep freeze.
Gesture, Robert. David was explaining it to me.
Oh, yes.
What's the matter? Aren't you looking forward to it?
What, a bunch of dagos baying for blood, throwing cushions in the air? I should think not.
That's because you don't understand it. David's going to explain it to us.
Oh, you see. Don't you think you've been seeing rather a lot of David these days?
Robert, you're not jealous.
Well, of course not. Seen the state of his shoes? Then there is Cuffs.
Cuffs?
Cuffs. Frayed. Caught him the other day, trimming them with a pair of nail clippers. Poor devil, he seems to have been in a state of deterioration ever since he arrived. I think it must be the heat. It can have a very strange effect on people.
What do you mean?
Oh, you seem to have changed since you've been here. Hardly spoke to me at dinner. I mean, it's even as if there was someone else.
Someone else? How could there be? Who could possibly compete with you, Robert? Look around you and what do you see? A bunch of foreigners and a man with frayed cuffs.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You're not enjoying it here, are you, Robert?
No, too many Germans. And all that singing in the bar. What are they trying to prove?
They're only singing, Robert.
Yes, I think they're trying to raise Hitler.
Oh, no, not Hitler.
We would have done much better at Bournemouth. You were different there.
There is something the matter. What is it?
Well, to tell you the truth, Linda, I was rather hoping that you might be feeling a bit
A bit what?
You know, fruity.
Fruity? I thought you were going to say something romantic.
Oh, but Linda...
When you start word spinning, it takes the breath away. Here we are in this exotic paradise with the guitars playing and the sound of cicadas on the night air, and you feel fruity. Well, if you feel so fruity, have a lemon.
Hello, Linda. Oh, where's Robert?
Oh, he's in the bar, bracing himself for the ordeal. I don't think he's very keen on bullfights. The sight of blood usually makes him queasy.
Really? You do surprise me. Poor Robert. I would never have guessed.
Doesn't worry you, then?
No. I hardly notice it. Mind you, I am more interested in the cape work.
Oh.
And do you know who's fighting today? El Macho, the man. He's got quite a following. I'm really looking forward to studying his style.
I think I should be terrified.
No, you won't, Linda. Just look on it as a pageant, as a sort of ballet.
But don't you feel sorry for the bull?
No, you mustn't feel sorry for the bull, Linda. Just remember the man alone in that arena, with 1,000 pounds of aggressive, malevolent arm and muscle bearing down on him. And the only thing between him and sudden death is his skill with the cape. Or mulatto, as we aficionados like to call it.
You seem to know a great deal about it.
Well, it's just something that's always appealed to me. I don't know if life had been different, it might have been me out there today. El Gringo, the foreigner. You see, I've always been fascinated by cold courage, the moment of truth. El Toro. Oh, I'm so sorry. The hushed silence of the bullring, the matador looks up, catches the eye of a beautiful woman, and raises his sword and dedicates the bull to her. El Toro comes nearer. The woman watches, a heart in her mouth, a face pale, a cry of fear, a sudden thrust. And the bull lies dead at his feet. Dedicated to the woman he loved.
Oh, David, that's lovely. Oh, hello, Amy. David was just describing the bullfight. I didn't realize he was an aficionado.
Didn't you? Oh, yeah. He's the biggest aficionado around.
And 2 whiskies and soda and no ice, if you'll be so kind.
Are you feeling better now, David?
Oh, much better. Thank you, Linda. Oh, it must have been those tortillas we had at lunchtime.
I thought it might have been the sight of all that blood.
No, that didn't worry me.
Then why did you disappear?
I keep telling you, I didn't disappear. I just wandered off for a while because I was bored.
Bored? Better bored than gored.
Yes. El Macho was a disappointment. He's lost his touch. Oh, it wasn't anything like I expected.
It wasn't like you expected. Well, it was exactly what I expected. The same result every week. Matadors 3, Bulls 0.
But El Macho was almost gored. Didn't you see that, David?
How could he see it? He was throwing up behind the stand.
I was not.
Have a drink, David. Settle the stomach.
Look, there's nothing wrong with my stomach. It's just that...
The tortilla.
Yes, the tortilla.
Oh, yes. You went very pale in there, and I got quite worried about you.
Oh, no, he was just bored, that's all. He always goes that colour when he's bored.
Well, of course, David appreciates the finer points. I found that when he'd explained it to me, I enjoyed it much more.
It's a pity he didn't explain it to the bull. He might have enjoyed it as well.
You'd have loved to have been a bullfighter, wouldn't you, David?
David!
Well, I just happened to mention that it was a childhood ambition of mine.
Oh, yes, I can just see you. El Blanco, the white one, disappearing behind the stand.
Now, you see, Amy, you don't understand. I wasn't interested. Now, to the untrained eye, it may have looked like a daring display, but El Macho was playing to the crowd. He was conning you.
But he was almost gored.
Oh, it may have looked like that, Linda, but he wasn't standing close to the bull.
He was closer than you were.
Look, I'll show you. Could you, just lift your glasses, will you, please? Amy, glass up. Thank you. See, he was leaning forward like this. Like this, so that when the bull charged, he had all this room to move back without in fact moving his feet, you see? It was a con.
Excuse me, senor, but that is not quite right.
Do you mind, Chummy? Do you mind? I'm just explaining something here to my friends. Would you just please stand aside? You see, of course, now, what he should have done...
But, senor...
Now, please, do you mind? Of course, you see... Of course, what he should have done, he should have achieved total mastery of the bull, allowing it to pass close to the body, and allowing him to make use of the more intricate passes, such as the rondolero and the pendulo, you see?
Senor, if I may.
Now, look. Would you stop bothering me, please?
But, senor, if you'll allow me just for a moment.
What is it?
That is not correct. This is how it is done. Hey, toro! Hey, toro!
Yes, I know. That's what I was doing. Now, could I have my tablecloth back, please? Thank you. Did you see that? Who did you think it is?
That's El Macho, David.
Terribly handsome, isn't he? So distinguished.
Do you think so? They all look like bloody waiters to me.
How can you say that?
Well, I don't like the way he's looking over here. David, will you hurry up and finish your drink? We get back to the hotel and have dinner.
Yes, I suppose you're right. What's on the menu?
Beef.
Now, I think you're doing that deliberately.
Have another drink, David. It'll help you to forget.
I wonder why he keeps staring at me.
Because you keep staring at him.
For God's sake, don't encourage him. Blighter looks full of vino to me.
Well, I shan't speak to him. He's got blood on his hands.
Has he? Well, that's all I need.
I was talking symbolically.
Well, look, Amy, don't get symbolic. Let's just get out.
Watch out. He's coming across.
Buenas tardes, señoras. Señores, you have been to the corrida, see?
Oh, see.
Good. Then you drink with El Macho.
No, I don't think so, son. Can't stay. Got to get back to the hotel.
Hotel? Oh, which hotel?
San Remo.
San Remo. Where is San Remo?
Italy.
Pardon?
Oh, you must know the San Remo. It's down on the beach.
See, yes, I know it. The balconies are very easy to climb, eh? Ahí los balcones son fáciles de subir.
You try climbing our balcony, amigo, they'll be scraping you off the patio.
Please, we must be sociable. I mean, it's a marvelous experience meeting El Macho. We thought you were wonderful this afternoon.
Ah, gracias. Aficionados, eh?
Oh, si, aficionados, and we thought you were magnifico. Such style, such elegance, such poise. Oh.
Ah, gracias. Then, I have something for you, senora.
Oh, my God.
He's cut his ear off.
It's a ball. No, I don't think we need this, Bean. I mean, you see, we don't have them in England. We wouldn't know where to put it.
Nonsense, Robert. An ear, a bull's ear given to me by El Macho. Oh, just think what stories we'll have to tell when we get back to Henley.
And you, senora?
Not to me, thank you very much. I'm trying to give them up.
Pardon?
Oh, I don't want his ear or any other part of his anatomy.
Oh, my God, what's that?
It's all right, David. It's only a cheroot.
The senora does not approve of me, eh?
No, I do not.
No, not exactly.
And you will not drink with El Macho?
No, I will not drink with you. You have blood on your hands.
Now, Amy, look, you're getting symbolical again. No, she didn't mean that.
Oh, yes, I did. I think that bullfighting is barbaric.
Barbaric? Barbaric?
Cruel and vicious.
But I am an artist.
You're not an artist. You're a hitman for Fray Benton.
You felt sorry for El Toro, eh? But he is bred to fight, and he loves to fight.
Do you mean he enjoys it?
See?
Well, until that bull comes through that door and slams your ear down on the table, I refuse to believe it.
You are insulting me.
No, she isn't insulting you.
Oh, yes, I am.
You will insult me, and you will not drink with El Macho, eh? Inglés.
David, did you see that? He did this.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know, but I think it means we're going to have endless bad luck.
Yeah, well, I think it's just started.
No, we've got to throw it back to him.
I'm not throwing anything back to him.
Well, I will.
So you insult me again, eh? Listen, senora, if you were a man...
You just be careful, El Macho. I'm not a woman alone. I have my husband with me. Now, I may not be a man, but he is, and he will not stand by and see me insulted.
Amy, I think you better apologise.
I'm not going to apologise, David. And if you don't like it, El Macho, you'll have my husband to reckon.
Look, Amy, these men have just killed 3 bulls. They can still smell blood. Ours. Look, I must apologise for these, senora. Too much vino, I'm afraid.
You apologise for me, you coward. Stand up.
You just button your lip, Amy.
You must forgive my friend. She just doesn't understand bullfighting, the pageantry, the artistry. I thought you were super.
Ah, senora, you understand. You are simpatica, and I kiss your hand.
Steady on, old son. You simmer down.
And you? What did you think of this bullfight, senor?
Oh, the fight? Well, actually, I didn't see really very much of it. I've got a funny tummy, you see. I think the tortillas were just a bit off. Amy?
He thought you stank.
Stank? Stank!
How's your stomach, David?
Oh, not very good. What was that soup we had tonight?
Oxtail.
Don't tell you again about that.
It wasn't my idea to go to the
Well,
bullfight.
it wasn't that caused this. I think I've got an ulcer. Well, you must be very satisfied with yourself, that's all.
Me?
Yes, you, the way you behaved in that bar. Do you realise you could have involved Linda in a very ugly incident?
Linda? What about me? I was involved. I was in danger, and all you could do was make for the door.
I had to get Linda out of there. I didn't like the way that El Macho was looking at her.
No, I bet you didn't. It's marvellous, isn't it? I give you one chance to prove that you love me, and all you can do is think of Linda.
Oh, so that's it is. I should have known. That's what all this is about. You wanted me to prove I love you by getting my teeth knocked out. Well, I've told you I'm not a man of action. Yes. Oh, see. Who? Oh, Linda. It's Linda. Sorry? Oh, are you sure? Well, look, don't panic, Linda. It could just be a shadow. I'm on my way down straight away. No, Linda, don't be frightened. David's coming.
David's coming where?
Well, Linda says she's seeing something or somebody on the balcony.
Probably that matador.
Well, whatever it is, she sounded thoroughly alarmed.
Why? Is he getting away?
There's no need to take that attitude.
David, why doesn't she ring reception? picture?
Because they can never understand a word that you say. Look, I must
Now,
go...
don't be silly, David. Can't you see it's just a ruse to get you to go there?
Amy, she's alone, she's frightened, and Robert is drinking in the bar. I must go.
Right, I'll go with you.
Oh, no. It could be dangerous.
Who for?
What do you mean?
Well, she's already got one ear, now she's after yours.
Amy, she's an English woman alone in a foreign country. I must go.
David, I warn you, if you go, I shall take all my clothes off, I shall go downstairs and I shall ring the fire alarm.
Now, if you start tampering with that fire alarm, we could all be in... we could all be in a lot of trouble. Linda?
Over here.
Oh, have no fear. David's here. Oh. Hello, Linda.
Hello.
Oh. Alone at last, Linda.
Yes, except for him.
Yes. Pardon?
On the balcony.
Oh, do you mean there actually is somebody out there?
Yes.
Oh, well, shouldn't we send for Robert?
No. If Robert found a man on the balcony, it'd be a terrible scene.
Oh.
Well, aren't you going to go and look?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and look. Look, if there's any trouble, Linda, just switch all the lights on and scream like murder, would you? It's probably just a shadow.
You're very brave.
Yes. Robert!
Oh, David. Thank God it's you. I thought there was a man in there.
No! It's only me. What are you doing out here?
I'm keeping watch. Linda is a damned attractive woman. Well, Macho was looking at her. You can't be too careful.
It's all right, Linda. It's Robert.
Robert, what are you doing on the balcony?
Taking in the night air, breathing in the bougainvillea, listening to the cicadas. You're all right, Linda.
Yes, of course I'm all right.
Good God, the fire alarm.
Perhaps it's a drill.
What, at this time of night?
Well, if that alarm's going, it could mean some... Oh, my God! Amy, quick! I want a towel! You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
What are you doing?
I'm admiring the sunshine. It's not bad, is it? Hey, you could take me for one of the local fishermen. A few tattoos on the arm, one of those silver medallions glinting against the skin, an earring, perhaps. Oh, it's amazing what a suntan can do.
Well, I wouldn't get too attached to it, David. It'll be a pile of dead skin in a couple of weeks.
Not if I can help it. Hey, I can't wait to see their faces at the corner shop when I walk in with this tan. Eee, where have you been, Mr. Pearce? My beer. Eee, my Bella. Gulps of astonishment all round. Grocer catches hand in bacon slicer. Ba-chung, bing. You don't get a tan like this in Skegness, Amy. Oh, look at those teeth. The tan certainly makes them gleam. Mind you, I've always had good teeth. Must make plenty of calcium. Not bad, eh, senora?
Better looking than any man deserves to be, David.
Thank you.
People at the corner shop think you're in league with the devil.
All I'm saying is I don't look bad for a man of 40. 5.
47, David.
Oh, you certainly know how to wound, Amy. Now, come on, be honest. Do you think I look my age?
No.
See?
You look older.
You what?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's just that every time I look round, you're either swimming the length of the pool or doing press-ups or leaping over somebody. I thought we came on holiday to relax.
But I don't want to relax, Amy. I want to get fit, shed a few pounds, get lighter on the feet.
What for? So you can leap around Linda?
I don't leap around Linda.
Yes, you do. I've seen wire-haired terriers with more self-control. In fact, when she's being particularly nice to you, I half expect you to roll on your back and kick your legs in the air.
Just because Linda and I don't lounge about in the sun all day, because we believe in keeping fit. As Linda says, you look after your body, and your body will look after you.
Oh, that's what she says, is it? David, whose body are you looking after?
Mine.
Well, that's all right, then. Do you think she looks her age?
Who?
Linda.
No.
What is her age?
I don't know.
Well, how do you know she doesn't look it? She could be 16.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Amy. Linda looks young because of the yoga.
Oh, yes, I've seen her at the yoga. Down by the pool, all in knots, staring up her own bottom. Like a stranded squid.
As a matter of fact, she's very good at it. She can do some, astonishing things with the body.
Yes, I'm sure she can.
It requires a great deal of control. You should try it, you know. Do you good?
Oh, you mean next time she makes a pass at my husband, I should assume the lotus position?
I mean that Linda has discovered the secret of inner tranquility. That's why she looks so young.
Oh, I thought it was because she put slices of cucumber on her eyelids every night and covered herself with olive oil. Poor Robert. Must be like going to bed with a tossed green salad. Still, I suppose it's handy if you're hungry in the night.
She doesn't do that.
Oh, yes, she does. She told me when she was advising me on how to get rid of my crow's feet. Didn't know I had any till then. Do you think I look my age?
No.
You hesitated.
No, I didn't.
What were you doing, counting the wrinkles?
No.
You think I'm a withered old prune, don't
Of
you?
course I don't, love.
I could see it in your eyes, David.
They're just a few laugh lines, love, that's all.
Well, I don't know how they got there. I've nothing to laugh about. Oh, I have had a hard life, David. I was 2 inches taller before I married you.
That's right, I knew I'd get the blame.
I don't look too bad for a woman of 37.
39, Amy.
All right, but I still look younger than Linda does. You know, she's one of those women that will age dramatically, probably overnight. She'll wake up one morning looking like something out of Lost Horizon, wandering around, gnashing her toothless old gums. Hey, give me the kiss. I, on the other hand, will have a beautiful old age.
Oh, of course you will, Amy. Of course you will.
But I haven't reached it yet.
I'll see you down there.
And you can tell that to the green salad.
What are you looking at?
Can't you see it? There on the wall.
Oh, yes. What is it?
I think it's a praying mantis.
Good Lord. No, pass me a magazine and I'll swat it.
Most unusual, very rare. Do you realise when we get home we'll be able to say we shared a room with a praying mantis?
Yes, Linda, I don't expect to have to share a room with anyone, not at these prices. Certainly not with a praying mantis. It probably bites.
No, it doesn't. Perfectly harmless. Unless you happen to be another praying mantis. Did you know that after they've mated, the female devours the male?
What? You mean eats it?
Bites his head off.
Good Lord. No wonder he's praying.
No, I think that's the female waiting to devour the male.
What do you mean? He comes along and gives his all. She bites his head off.
The law of nature, Robert. Once he's served his purpose, that's what happens.
Hey, but does it have to be eaten in our room, Linda? I mean, it's hideous.
Not to another praying mantis.
Put you off sex for life.
Oh, hello, Robert. Something the matter?
Do you know what that is? Praying mantis.
Really? Oh, and I never know that praying mantis look like that.
Yeah, ugly-looking brute, isn't it? After they've mated, the female devours the male.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, head first, David. That's the female up there.
What's he doing now?
I think it's saying grace.
What's the matter?
Do you know what Robert's found on the wall? Praying mantis.
Oh. Are you going to swat it?
Linda won't let me.
Oh, it's a pet.
No. It's very rare. Did you know that after they've mated, the female devours the male?
Yes, I've got to share a room with it.
Morning, Linda.
I see you're admiring my praying mantis. See how it sits in attitude of prayer? That's how it got its name. And did you know, after they've mated...
Yes, Linda, yes, I told them that.
Don't you find that fascinating, Amy?
Yes, it reminds me of somebody. Can't imagine who, Linda.
Should we get down to the terrace? I'll get the beds. Go on.
What are you looking at, David?
Amy, I've got my sunglasses on. How do you know I'm looking at anything?
Your toes are wiggling. You're watching Linda, aren't you?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. Oh, she's very good, isn't she? Very supple.
Yes, you're quite right, David. And she doesn't look like a stranded squid.
No, of course not.
She looks like that praying mantis.
That happens to be the lotus position. She can hold that for ages.
Is that because she's got such tiny petals?
There's no need to stop. No, you couldn't do it.
I don't want to do it.
You ought to get Linda to teach you. Yoga would do you good. Help you to relax.
I'm perfectly relaxed, David. I am now in what is known as the clapped-out position. And I shall shortly move into the snooze position. I have no intention of throwing myself about in this heat.
Well, I didn't come on holiday to sit about all day. Oh, excuse me, what? Chaise? Sorry, my chaise? Hello, Linda. Have you achieved inner tranquility yet?
Oh, yes.
Yes, thought so. Wish I could.
You should try yoga, David. It keeps the body supple.
Oh, certainly does.
I think the body is a gift we should treasure. A sort of sacred temple we live in all our lives.
Now, that's very profound, Linda. You do say some very profound things.
Thank you, David. It's like a house. If we neglect it, it falls down.
Right, absolutely right. I think my bay window needs a bit of work.
Nonsense, David. You've got a very good body.
No. No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No. You're just saying that.
But you have, David. Broad shoulders, deep chest, strong arms, lean hips.
What about the legs?
Oh, you've got beautiful legs.
I've always had good legs.
Oh, your legs are marvellous. In fact, you're in very good shape.
Not bad, not bad. Not like poor old Robert over there. Oh, he's really neglecting himself. Too much drinking, too much smoking, all those expense account lunches. Hey, if he was the house, he'd have been condemned years ago. What's it? Come on, Robert, what about a few press-ups?
I don't want to do press-ups.
Cartwheels, leapfrog. Anybody for leapfrog?
In this heat, you must be mad.
Oh, come on, Robert. I'm very good at leapfrog.
Oh, no, not the dreaded leap.
Excuse me. Gracias. Danke. This way. Would you just come this way, please? Just this way, please. Remain there. Danke. Would you just... Thanks. What's that? And would you... Wonderful.
David, what are you doing there, waiter?
Oh, they do this all the time, you told me. Hey, Linda! Hello! We wa yo wa.
David?
Oh, of course I'm all right, Linda. Thank you. I just took a tumble, that's all.
You lay very still, David.
Well, I couldn't get out with that waiter on top of me, could I? I was just winded, that was all.
But you went so pale.
Oh, no. Well, I was taught to fall in the army, jumping off fast-moving trucks. I've always been able to fall.
Fall? You went down like a sack of potatoes.
Well, that's how you should go down with the whole body to absorb the shock.
Oh, I wonder why the ground shook. Now, come and lie.
Now, just stop fussing, Amy.
You must be made of iron, David.
Well, that's me.
Well, I must say that when you got to your feet, leaving that Spaniard just lying there, whining. Well, all I can say is that I was proud to be British.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Would have put most people in bed for a week.
Yes, I know.
I still think you should rest.
No. Look, just give me time to change, and I'll see you both downstairs in the bar.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh, of course I'm sure, yes.
Yes, you don't know how you do it.
Listen, Robert, you look after your body, and your body will look after you, and I'll see you both later. Don't look too worried. I'm fine. Oh!
Poor darling, come and lie down.
Oh.
I did warn you. I said it would end in tears. All this rushing about in the heat, a man of your age.
Look, just leave my age out
You've
of this, will you?
always been the same, David. You're always trying to prove something. Yesterday you went off the high dive just to impress Linda.
Well, at least I proved I could do it. I entered that water without a ripple.
You entered that water without your trunks, David. You never did find them. You were blue when you finally came out of that pool. I'm sure that's the start of all your back trouble.
I haven't got back trouble.
David, you're in agony. How can you say you haven't got back
Amy, I've
trouble?
just happened to collide at high speed with a Spanish waiter, and they are heavier than they look.
You ought to get into bed. You're not used to all this exercise. You're out of condition.
Oh, all right. So I've been neglecting myself lately. It was ever since they made me redundant. They took away my self-esteem as well. But not anymore. Not any longer. They may have taken my job, Amy, but they haven't taken my body.
You probably didn't want it, David. After all, it wouldn't be any good to them. It's hardly any good to you.
What do you mean? I'm in condition now. If this had happened a few weeks ago, I'd have been totally incapacitated. Probably a month in bed. Whereas now I can shake it off. Get up, go downstairs and have a drink. Oh!
Hello. Where's David? We haven't seen him all day.
No, well, you wouldn't have, Linda. He's still on his bed of pain, I'm afraid.
Worse than he thought.
Stretcher case, Robert.
Yep.
He was making light of it. He was laughing.
Through clenched teeth, Linda. He's been incredibly brave, poor darling, but I think the pain's finally got too much for him, so I thought I'd take him a few things up. Thank heavens I brought the Tupperware.
Have you seen a doctor?
No. He doesn't want to get stuck with medical expenses, not here.
Poor David.
Well, it's his own fault, Linda. I begged him to wear his body belt.
He wears a body belt.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Linda. It's a very wise precaution, especially when attempting gymnastic feats. And men being constructed the way they are, well, anything can happen. One false move and strangulated hernia.
Perhaps we should go up and see him.
No. I don't think he'd want you to see him in pain, Linda. I think he'd prefer to bite on the bullet alone. Perhaps tomorrow. See you later. Bye.
It's very strange. You'd think they could afford room service.
Well, that's not all. I've noticed something about David. Always wears the same pair of shoes.
David, what's the matter? Are you all right?
I'm looking for my shoes.
But you can't go out. You should be resting.
Of course I can go out and feel much better.
But I want to cosset you.
I don't want to be cosseted. Oh! I'm quite all right. Now, where are my shoes?
Come on, take my arm. You're walking like a little old man.
No, I'm not. I'm fine.
Come and have some of my chicken.
I don't want some of your chicken. I've made a total recovery.
You have not made a total recovery. I know why you want to go down there. You want to meet that praying mantis.
Would you stop calling her that?
Well, she is. That's exactly what she is, a praying mantis. You want to get your head bitten off? I mean, you're so susceptible. It's this place. You've only got to hear those guitars and those grasshoppers rubbing their back legs together and you can't wait to go out and join them.
Amy, where are my shoes?
Oh, I've no idea. You're the only person I know who tried to cross Europe with one pair of shoes.
Well, that wasn't my fault. You forgot to pack the others.
Hey, I wonder if Linda's noticed you've only got the one pair of shoes.
Oh, will you stop talking about Linda all the time? Oh, interesting. My shoes are here. Now, you hid them, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I did it for your own good, David. You're not well enough to go down there.
Well, I'm going out.
No, you're not.
Amy, give me that shoe.
No, I'm not giving
Now,
you...
look,
No,
stop messing about it.
you're doing that. I'm not
Give me that
giving
shoe.
you.
Just give me that.
It's the shoe.
Yes, I can see it's a shoe, Robert. What's it doing here? fire?
Well, I don't know. We certainly didn't order it.
It must have come from one of those balconies up there. It could have killed one of us.
That's all right, Linda. Waiter! What are people playing at? Throwing shoes from balconies. It's probably an old Spanish custom. They probably have shoe-throwing parties. You would not get this sort of thing at Bournemouth. Waiter! Ah, wait a minute. I know this shoe. It's David's.
You sure?
Yes, I know it anyway. Look, there's the hole.
What are you doing here?
Senor?
We found this shoe on the table. Oh, my God. Shoe on the table.
Si.
No, it is not mine. It is Senor Pearce's.
Yes.
So if you would return it to him. Pronto. Go on, chop, chop.
I don't think you understand.
Yes, I think he's got the message. Good Lord.
He's thrown it to the dogs.
What did you do that for? You could have killed somebody. How am I going to explain that? What am I going to say?
There's no need to say anything. They won't know whose it is.
Of course they'll know. All they've got to do is look for a man with one shoe. I never realised you could be so vindictive.
I was only thinking of you,
No,
David.
you weren't. You wanted to keep me here. But I didn't come to Spain to stop in my room all the time. I don't want that feeling that I had in England.
What feeling?
That the whole world's having a party and I haven't been invited.
Where are you going?
Out!
But you've only got one shoe. What are you going to do?
I'm going to limp. Buenos dias.
Hello, David.
Oh, hello, Linda.
Are you feeling better?
Oh, much better. Thank you.
Good. I was thinking of taking a walk by the sea. Would you like to come?
No, actually, not at the moment. As a matter of fact, I'm actually looking for something. Oh, where's Robert?
Robert, he's gone to bed. Had a headache.
Headache? There hasn't been an accident, has there?
Accident? What sort of accident?
Well, a sort of falling object accident.
It wasn't a falling object. Now I'm afraid Robert drinks.
Does he? Oh, does he? Poor Linda.
It's not been easy, David. He's bad enough at home, but out here, well, I'm afraid the sudden access to cheap wine has completely unhinged him. He's drinking as if there were no tomorrow.
Linda, I can't understand it. And being married to somebody as stimulating as you, I wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't you, David?
Well, no, of course. Of course I wouldn't.
Are you looking for your shoe, David?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Cleaning it, it flew out of the window. Complete accident. You haven't seen it, have you?
Yes, the waiter took it.
Oh, waiter!
He threw it to the dog.
He did what? Not the one that foams at the mouth.
Yes, I'm afraid so. And I think he took it round into those bushes. Would you like me to help you find it?
Oh, would you, Linda?
Of course.
Oh, you're very understanding. Do you know where he threw it, actually? Okay. Oh, ay, papi. Wait para acá. Wait.
Hello, Robert. Is David here?
No, Madam is still waiting for her mate.
Perhaps she's been stood up.
Oh, I do hope so, Amy. I don't think I could stand it. Oh, they're crunching away in the middle of the night. And not with my headache. God, it's ugly. And I've got to share a room with it. I do wish Linda wouldn't find it quite so fascinating.
Oh, where is Linda?
What? Oh, she's taking a last look at the, sea.
Alone? Now, Robert, is that wise? This isn't Bournemouth, you know. There are foreigners.
Foreigners? My God, you're right, Amy. I must have been mad letting her go out alone. A whole busload of wops arrived this morning. I mean, that's probably a mafia outing. And, well, then, frogs. Well, they never had any self-control. Look at Bluebeard. He was French. Talk about the Spanish waiters. They have to be beaten back with clubs.
Well, it's their Latin temperament, Robert. They can't wait to get their hands on a pure English rose. One glimpse of Linda's ivory skin in the moonlight and they'll flip their lids.
We'll see about that. No, it's all right, Amy. Panic over. I can see her from here. She's down there by the garden, walking with one of the geriatrics. Yes, some poor devil with a limp.
A limp? Oh!
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, Lord.
Here it is, David. I found it.
Oh, thanks, Linda. Oh, I think he's been chewing it.
Yes, well, I don't think he gets fed very often.
Oh, Linda, I don't know how to thank you.
Don't you, David?
Oh, Linda.
Oh, David, careful. After all, we are but ships that pass in the night and speak to each other in passing.
Yes, distant light across the harbour, faint fragrance of exotic spices, seen for a moment and then, oh, gone forever.
Yes, David. But I don't suppose there'd be any harm if we pulled alongside for a few moments.
Stand by, Linda. I'm coming aboard.
Was that you, David?
What?
Scowling.
No?
It's a dog. David, look, it's glaring at us. What are we going to do?
Well, I think it wants his shoe back.
Oh, is it foaming at the mouth, David?
Well, he certainly isn't shaving cream. Look, you go and get behind that gate over there. I'll get rid of it. Fetch! No, fetch! Get out! Down! Stay!
Hello, David. Have you had a nice evening?
No, thanks to you.
David, what happened? Have you been to one of those beach parties?
I was attacked.
What did I tell you? Did she try to bite your head off?
Of course not. It was the dog. It was after my shoe.
You were attacked by a dog? Poor darling, were you bitten?
Well, I don't think so, love.
David, what's that on your collar?
What's what?
Oh, David, it's blood.
Blood. Well, quick, get the doctor. I could have rabies.
No, wait a minute, David. No, it's not blood.
It's not blood.
It's lipstick.
Oh, lipstick. Oh, well, I'm all right then.
That's what you think.
Of course I'm going to wear it.
It's really too hot.
Oh, no, it can be quite cool up in the mountains.
David, you'll be roasted, and suppose it rains.
What if it does?
Well, you're not supposed to get it wet.
Wait a minute. I can't wear it if it's hot. I can't wear it when it rains. What am I supposed to do? Go to bed in it? Now, this happens to be the best thing in my wardrobe, genuine cowhide. And you don't hear them complain. The cow is a very contented animal.
Oh, no, it's not a contented animal, David. Far from it. You've heard that expression, poor cow. Well, you try wearing that in the hot sun and you'll know exactly what it means.
What have you got against this jacket?
Nothing.
I know what it is. You wanted me to spend the money on a new carpet, didn't you?
Well, the carpet is threadbare, David.
Yes, well, if you looked at me from time to time, you've noticed that I was getting a little bit threadbare as well. That's why I was made redundant.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, yes. Now, I noticed one thing about all the blokes who were made redundant. We all had one thing in common. Do you know what it was? Shiny trousers. They didn't make those young men in their trendy suits redundant, did they?
It was the recession, David. They didn't want to get rid of you. The chairman said so. He gave you that lovely watch.
This watch was given to me for 25 years' service. It was given to me the same day that he gave me the bullet. That's why I went out and bought his jacket. You see, you don't understand it. It gives me confidence.
Well, I've got nothing against the jacket, David. It's just that it's not right for Spain. You always look so hot in it.
Well, of course I'm hot in it. I'm bloody boiling. But I'll wear it if it kills me.
Have you told Linda and Robert that you were made redundant?
But of course I didn't. How are you to think I introduced myself? I'm David Pearce, redundant draftsman. No, as a matter of fact, they think I'm a company director.
Oh, what?
Company director doesn't mean anything. Anybody can be a company director.
But you're not.
All you need is a couple of £100 to form a company, and you make yourself a company director.
But you haven't formed a company, and you're not a company director, so why did you think you were?
Well, I happened to give Robert a bit of advice about his investments.
What?
Yes, and I've invited them both out to dinner tonight.
Oh, David, I've just cashed the last of the travellers' checks, and you invite them out for dinner. I was hoping to get a present from Mother today.
Well, I didn't know, did I? I thought we got enough. You look after the money.
Yes, and it's a good job I do. It slips through your fingers far too easily.
Is that why you hide it?
No.
Oh, yes, it is. You keep moving it all round the room. It was in my clean underwear this morning. And you're saying with your jewellery. This morning your earrings were also in my shaving cream. You're like a demented dormouse. Don't you trust me? Do you think I'll pawn them?
No, of course not. But Robert says there's been some pilfering.
Yes, and you think it's me.
No. David, do you want to know where I keep the money?
I don't want to know. All I ask is that you do leave a map behind, just in case you fall off a mountainside this afternoon.
David, if you want to look after the money...
I don't want to discuss it. Now, will you kindly remove your earrings from my shaving cream, please?
Yes, I think I better wear my jewellery today. David, if you want to know where the money is...
I don't want to know. It's too late. Morning, Linda.
David, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I do like you in that jacket.
Thank you, Linda.
Are you ready?
Yes, Amy's just getting her earrings out of my shaving cream. She's a cautious little thing.
Robert's done the same. Keeps his traveller's checks in his socks.
Really? How strange. Oh, that sort of thing never worries me. I mean, I suppose if you're used to living out of a suitcase, you never think about it. Are you looking forward to the trip?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, I think you'll enjoy it. The Sierra Blanca can be very attractive at this time of year.
Oh, yes, but I'm not looking forward to riding one of those donkeys.
Now, Linda, please. Not donkey. Burro.
Oh, sorry, David. I forgot I was talking to a traveller.
Well, it's very important. You see, they only understand Spanish. Now, to get them going, you've got to press your knees into their sides and shout, "Arri burro!" Oh, and you must remember to roll your R's. Now, that's essential.
Arri burro. Well, I'll remember that. But I shall be nervous.
Oh, there's no need to worry. They're sure-footed beasts, and I'll be close by.
Oh, I do hope so, David.
Oh, morning, Robert. Looking forward to the trip?
Not really. See, Zimmerman's going.
Zimmerman?
Yes, big German. Why does he want to go up into the mountains?
Oh, Robert, he's got a perfect right to go up into the mountains.
I think he's got a meeting arranged with Martin Bormann.
No, not the war again. It was 40 years ago.
They haven't changed. They've still got territorial ambitions. Zimmerman took my deck chair yesterday. And when I complained, what happened? Mouthful of the Nuremberg rally. Must confess, when I saw his name on the list, I felt a distinct twinge of apprehension.
Well, I shouldn't worry about it, Robert.
Probably right. Doubt if they'll find a donkey big enough for him.
Ah, not donkey. Burro, David told me.
Oh. Did you? Going to be damned hot in that jacket, David.
Hello. Hope I've kept you waiting.
Oh, no, David's been instructing me.
Has he, really?
Yes, if I want my donkey to move, I have to shout, "Arri burro!" And I must practice rolling my R's.
I wouldn't worry. You've always been rather good at that, Linda.
Well, shall we get off? Shall we, Arri burro? Oh, Amy, don't forget your hat, love. Lovely. Oh, shall I take the bag?
Nein, ja, hier. Herr Zimmermann, Hotel San Remo. Ja? Gut. Komm, wir gehen, ja?
Hello, David.
Oh, Linda.
Why don't you get here first? That cry of yours certainly worked. Your donkey went like the wind. Pity you weren't on it. Did you have to run with it far?
Oh, no, only for the first half mile, and then I took control. You see, I should have known. They usually give the unruly ones to the more experienced riders. Did you see the others?
Fleetingly, Robert's shoe came off and Amy's hat blew off.
Did it really? Oh, dear, oh, dear.
She made it awful fast.
Yeah, sure. I think she's really quite attached to it. Well, should we browse while we wait?
Oh, David, don't leave my side. Some of these gypsies look quite villainous.
Well, you stick with me, Linda. Just as long as we know what we're looking for. Now, now look at this, you see? Look. Now, the leather's all right, but just look at the workmanship. I mean, the stitching's coming apart.
Oh, David, there's things in it. I think it's someone's bag.
Was ist das? Das ist doch nicht schön. Das können Sie doch nicht tun, ja.
Sorry, misunderstanding.
Aber das ist unmöglich. Also, ich habe niemals so etwas gesehen, ja.
Oh, look, David, look at this shawl. Isn't it exquisite?
No, Linda, don't say that. Don't say it's exquisite. We've got to haggle.
Oh, I don't like to haggle.
Oh, it's tradition. They enjoy it. I've been known to haggle with them for hours. You can see the respect in their eyes. Pretend you don't like it.
Why would I buy it if I don't like it?
Because it's cheap.
Oh, I don't think it's cheap, David.
Well, it will be. Watch this. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Senor.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. How much?
6,000 pesetas.
6,000 for this.
There is no show like this. The only one in Andalusia.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Look at the workmanship. Very inferior lace.
Oh, no, David, I
Oh,
don't...
well, all right, my dear, if you don't mind wearing inferior lace. 3,000 pesetas.
3,000 pesetas?
Not a penny more.
3,000 pesetas? You take the bread off my mouth, senor. Madre mia.
Yeah, he looks very upset, David.
No, don't you believe it, Linda. He's enjoying every minute of it.
Non ho venduto questo manton tutto
Senor, ha
via.
dicho 3,000 pesetas por eso.
3,000?
No, I didn't say that exactly. Would you please tell her not to cry?
She weeps, senor, because her eyes, they cannot see so well, and her hands are swollen. She made a lace, senor. Perhaps she will not make another.
Oh, well, in fact, I really think it's really quite pretty.
Oh, yes, I like it.
She made the best lace in all of Espana. Yeah, but no, she's too old.
Oh, no, she's isn't. No, you're not.
3,000 pesetas.
Hey, I think he's going to make her redundant, Linda. And she won't get a gold watch, you know. You know what they do here? Just leave them by the roadside.
Oh, do something, David.
Well, 3,000 was my starting figure, but now that I look at it again, I can see, well, that it is worth all of 4,000?
5.
6,000.
Done.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it's lovely. Oh, look. Oh, it's mighty
Che
sympathetic.
guapa, signor.
What's she saying?
She say you are very beautiful.
E con questo man contieni
She
felicità
say
di
you wear that
dinero.
shawl and you always be lucky.
Tu amore, tu amore.
Your lover will adore you. And-
Muy buenos hijos.
And
Muy
you have many, many children.
No, don't take it off, Linda. You look breathtaking.
6,000 pesetas, senor.
What?
6,000
Oh,
pesetas.
no, you don't understand.
Now, Linda, allow me.
Oh, but David, no, it's so expensive.
Expensive. It's only money, Linda.
But Robert would be terribly jealous. He hates anyone to buy me presents.
Oh, well, all right, if you feel like that about it.
You'll have to keep it for me till later.
Later?
Oh, thank you, you sweet, generous fool. Now I'd better go and see where Robert's got to.
6,000. Grazie.
David? I want a word with you,
Oh,
David.
yes, Amy.
I've got something awful to tell you.
Oh, well, before you do, love, could you just let me have a little bit of money?
Money?
Yes, I just thought we'd buy a few souvenirs. I only need a few pesetas.
But that's what I wanted to talk about, David.
Is something the matter?
It's my hat.
Your hat? Yes. Well, something happened to it. Did the donkey eat it?
No, it flew away down the mountainside and I couldn't retrieve it.
Well, I'm not surprised. We're halfway to Madrid by now.
It had the money in it.
It had what, love?
The money, David. I've lost the money. I wouldn't let you keep it and now I've lost it. Oh, I feel terrible. Go on, you can say anything you like to me. I deserve it.
Amy, no, I'm not going to blame you. I mean, it could have happened to anybody. Well, anybody who keeps their money in a hat, that is.
David, aren't you angry?
Angry? Of course I'm not angry. We're not going to fall out over money, are we? I mean, there are more important things to life than that. No, as a matter of fact, I have managed to save a few pesetas. We won't be able to afford any presents, love, but we'll get by. So don't you worry, love.
But, David, I thought you'd be so angry.
No.
I didn't know you could be so understanding. Sometimes you can show such a gentle side to your nature, it makes me want to... Well, it makes me want to...
Excuse me.
Senor.
Oh, not you again.
Would Senor like to buy a shawl for the other Senora?
No, I wouldn't.
It is a beautiful shawl. Not another one like it in all of Espana.
Wait a minute. It's the same as this one.
Except for that one.
Yeah, I suppose that was made by your poor aged mother with a gnarled old hands and a fading eyesight. Well, look, I'm not interested. I'm spent up. Hey, wait a minute, come in. What about a watch?
A what, Senor? Si.
No, I mean, how would you like to buy this one?
Well, Senor...
I didn't get that on the plane, you know. Genuine solar quartz, alarm, chronometer, flashing lights, program selector, constant liquid detail. It shows you the day, hour, minute, second. Now, you know, with that, you could be king of the gypsies.
I cannot see it.
Well, of course you can. You have to look at it under the table. Too bright in here. Now, you press that little button there, look. Day and date calendar. Press that one. All points of the compass. North, south, east, west. You need never get lost. Little pinger. Bing. Wake up in the morning. You could be on the road before dawn. Now, I don't know how I'm going to manage without this, but I'm going to let you have this watch for 10,000 pesetas.
No, Senor. 7,000 pesetas.
7,000? You take the bread from my mouth, Madre Mia. Now, listen, you. This watch was given to me by my employer. I laboured for him for 25 years, and one day he come to me and say, I cannot pay you, will have to go. But you have been like a son to me. I give you this watch. This is very good watch. It will remind you of all the happy hours we spent together. And you offer me a miserable 7,000.
Forgive me, Senor. For this, I give you 8,000 pesetas.
10,000.
9.
Done. Grazie. Oh, hello, Amy.
Senora. Would you like to buy a shawl?
No, she wouldn't.
No, too much money.
Not too much. For you, 5,000 pesetas.
Wait a minute. I just spent...
What, David?
Oh, nothing, love.
This shawl would bring you luck, Senora.
I can certainly need that.
Ah, what do I see? I see you've always had to work very hard. You have never known any happiness.
It's very good, isn't it?
Your man has not been kind to you. He looks at another. When you complain, he beats you.
You what?
It's amazing what they can see in your palm, David.
Now, listen, for the last time, the senora does not need a shawl.
A what?
No! Now, would you kindly leave us, please?
David, that was your watch.
Oh.
Why was that man wearing your watch? David, you popped it.
Well, it was only a watch. I wanted to forget that place anyway. I didn't need to be reminded about it. I ought to have got rid of it a long time ago.
Oh, but Dave.
And we had to buy the presents.
Presents? What? Oh, Dave. You bought me a shawl and you had to sell your watch to do it.
Oh, well, love.
Oh, David, I don't know what to say. I feel so ashamed. You're married to somebody for years. You think you know everything about them, and then they do something that totally surprises you. David, you've shown me a side of your nature I didn't even know existed.
Oh, it was nothing, love.
Nothing? You've been wonderful today, David. Really wonderful. You've been understanding and kind. I'm married to a saint, David. Do I look nice?
Oh, yes, love, very nice.
Oh, I can't wait to find Linda and show her.
Yes. No!
Ja, sicher. Ja, danke schön. Ja.
Senor.
I beg your pardon?
English.
Yes.
You buy some jewellery, very cheap.
No, I don't think so.
Keep walking, George. These gypsies can be very persistent. Your hand, Senora. What? Oh, no, please let go. Oh, you have a very good hand, Senora. Oh, do I? Oh, see, very sensitive hand. It is a hand made to caress and to love and to know great passion.
What rubbish.
I beg your pardon.
No, I mean, it's just sales talk, Emily.
Oh, is it? Well, I don't agree.
She's certainly seen deep into my character.
You wear this ring, senor. It is very lucky.
What?
It is the moonstone. It is the stone that Solomon gives to Sheba that brings forth great love. See how it clouds over. These are the storms of great passion.
I don't think we want any storms of great passion, Emily.
How much?
15,000 pesetas?
That's very reasonable. I'll take it.
But Emily...
George.
Oh, dearie me.
Gracias. Buenos dias, senor and senora, and may you bear many strong sons.
What?
Do you think there's any truth in it, George?
I shouldn't think so. I've just paid out 15,000 pesetas. It doesn't appear as if I'm going to be very lucky.
You wait until tonight.
Ah, senora.
I'd like to buy that watch back, please.
The what?
Yes, the one that my senor sold to you.
Ah, this watch.
Yes, see.
It is a very good watch. Solar quartz, program selector, flashing lights. It is the best watch I never had.
Yes, I know all about that. How much?
For you, senora, 15,000 pesetas. I'm robbing myself.
Oh, I'll take it.
You buy the watch back for the senora?
Oh, yes. I'm going to surprise him. He's a wonderful man.
I see.
He's so sweet and kind and understanding. A man like that shouldn't have to sell his watch.
That is true.
Oh, I can't wait to see his face. He'll be so pleased.
Ah, see. Then perhaps he'll buy you a shawl, like he did for the other senora.
Oh, but I've got a shawl.
No. That is for the other senora.
What?
Amy. There you are. Here's your hat.
My hat?
I saw it blow off, so I retrieved it for you. Only trouble was I couldn't get back on the damn donkey. Wouldn't stay still, you see, no handbrakes. Very awkward beasts, donkeys. You never know what they're going to do next. Well, I think Zimmerman had the right idea. He carried his most of the way. Something wrong, Amy?
Wrong? Oh, no, nothing wrong, Robert. Excuse me.
Ah, senor. Would you like to buy a shawl? The only one in all of Espana.
Oh, don't think it'll suit me, old boy.
Yes, he's over there somewhere.
I thought perhaps he'd been stolen by the gypsies.
You've forgotten your shawl, Linda.
My shawl?
Well, isn't that your shawl?
Yes, that's mine. Do you like it?
Oh, yes, it suits you. But then I've always thought there was something of the gypsy about you, Linda.
Pardon?
Yes, I can just see you dancing around the campfire to the beat of the tambourine.
Can you really?
Did Robert buy it for you?
Oh, yes.
Hello, Linda.
Oh, hello, Robert. What's the matter? You look quite excited.
I got a surprise.
What's that behind your back?
The shawl. For you. Wonderful bargain. It's the only one in all Spain.
Oh, well, if that's your shawl, Linda, this must be mine.
What?
Oh, Robert, do you think we could have a drink? I feel a little faint after the journey.
Amy, have you seen Robert and Linda?
Yes, they're in there having a drink.
Oh.
Now, come and sit down. You look quite pink. I told you that jacket would be too hot. Give it to me. Now, what's this?
What's what, love?
In the pocket. My word, it's another shawl.
Oh, yes.
But you've already got one shawl, David.
Well, I got one for your mother, love.
My mother! What can I say, David? I thought you didn't like her, and there you go, buying an expensive shawl. What a wonderful gesture. You must have got a lot of money for your watch.
Oh, yes, I did.
How much?
Oh, about, 20,000 pesetas.
Oh, I got a bargain then. I got it back for 15.
Oh, my watch. But, Amy, you didn't have any money.
No, I sold some of my jewellery.
Oh, Amy.
My moonstone ring.
Not your moonstone ring.
Well, it was the least I could do, David. After all, I lost the money. I did lose the money, didn't I, David?
Yes, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, love. I mean, I only did it to teach you a lesson. I was going to tell you, but I just wanted to show you that money was my responsibility.
Oh, it doesn't matter, David. I understand.
You do?
Yes, you are the man of the house. You should have more responsibility. I'm too bossy by half.
You really mean that?
Yes, of course.
over Amy, your moonstone ring.
Don't worry about it, David. At least we got your watch back.
You know, sometimes, well...
I surprise you?
Well, you're so understanding.
You two going to come in and have a drink? We're surrounded by the boss in here. Hear what they're singing? Lily Marlena? We've had 10 verses so far. Well, I wouldn't mind. It's the song we took from the Africa call. It's a damn treat. So come on, we'll sing louder than later.
Hey, come in, Amy.
Just a minute, David. Why don't you wear this jacket? You look so nice.
Oh, do I look? Thank you.
Babies, come on, show the flag.
Well, look, I mean,